everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that this afternoon actually, I got a huge package in the post from Huda Beauty. They added me to their PR list and I might just die right here, right now. What? I really don't know how this has happened or how they deem me worthy enough to receive PR, but they do. So here we are. I have a bunch of Huda Beauty products already. I've got the foundation, the concealers, all of her big palettes, including the new nude one, which I bought recently and did a full review on. I'll link it up here. And the little mini Sapphire Obsessions palette. However, I got sent all of the mini Obsessions palettes like in that cool box that all the YouTubers were like showing, and I was like, oh, so cool. So I have taken out the Sapphire Obsession ones and put it in my giveaway drawer for someone else because I don't need two. And in today's video, the one that kind of got my attention most this morning was the Huda Beauty Emerald Obsession palette. And it's mostly for this top colour here, which I have all over my inner corner, and I just think it's gorgeous. I also got sent a bunch of lashes, the lip liners, heaps and heaps and heaps of lip products, the new baking powder, some brushes. I was just very heavily blessed with lots of lovely Huda products, so I thought I would do this green eye tutorial today and also try like the baking powder, the lashes, the lip contour and things like that in the video, and we can kind of get an idea of Huda Beauty products. Now, you know I love the big palettes already. Like, I love them, and I loved my Sapphire Obsessions. However, I think this emerald one is even nicer, and I think the look I've done is so pretty, and it was so simple. Anyway, I'm not going to go on too much more. We're just going to jump into like me putting all these products on my face. But I just want to say again, because I do say it at the end, a huge thank you to Huda Beauty and the team for sending these to me. I can't believe it, and I hope they don't mind, but things that I have duplicates of or shades that I can't use or things like that, I'm putting in my giveaway drawer for when I hit 20k. So stay tuned for that, subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, I'm gonna go. Let's jump into the tutorial. It's gonna be difficult for most of you to grasp that how good I look right now. I understand it, and I know you're probably quite jealous, but try and move past that and just focus on the makeup. Okay, so I've primed my eye with a pinch of concealer. It's actually kind of most of the top half of my face has concealer on it, and I'm taking the very beautiful Huda Beauty Emerald Obsessions palette. This palette has got me feeling some feelings, mostly because of this shade here. Like, I just don't know if I've ever seen such a beautiful green. That's why I picked this palette to use out of the the 5 palettes. I've already done a look using the Sapphire one, so yeah. And I also never do this eye but on camera, but I was having issues with my other eye. So I'm taking this like deep khaki green one here, and I'm gonna stamp that in this, oh, dipped in the wrong one, into this outer half of my eye. Yeah, I've definitely put metallic shadow there. And a pinch on the lower lash line. I'm going to take that about halfway, just over halfway on my peeper, and plonk it on the outer corner as well. This is one of the quickest looks I've ever done, but I just thought it turned out just so nice. Even it's so simple, but it's so nice. Then the brush that I'm kind of using for the majority of this video is my Morphe M506. It's just such a great little shape, and I'm going to dip into this like bright matte, very vibrant green actually, and I'm just going to blend around the edges of this deep khaki green. Yeah, I've already done 2 looks today on this eye, so if it starts watering then we're just gonna have to pretend it's not. I just wiped off that brush. I'm gonna dip into this like really pastel green at the top and taking that through the front. Just so I've got a bit of shadow behind the metallic shade that I'm going to put on. This is such a fun colour. It's like really pastel. And I'm just going to buff that around the edges. Over here as well. And then more of that like matte one there. And just really work on blending the kind of deep khaki green. I'm actually going to leave that there, and we're going to pick up our first metallic shade. So the first one I went in with is this one here, which is like a true deep like emerald green. It's very pretty. Like, it's a really beautiful shade. I'm just using it dry, and I'm going to pack this on the outer half of my eye. I'd say it goes on really nicely with a brush. Like, I'm not really having an issue. And I'm actually taking that ever so slightly into my crease, and I will blend it out. I get a lot of fallout, like on my other side you should have seen that the amount of fallout. I'm just going to use my finger as well. I've probably never had so much fallout with one eyeshadow palette, but I don't care if they perform and look beautiful. So I'm picking up the same emerald green on my Morphe M506, and I'm going to blend that into my outer crease as well. So yes, it's going above the crease, but that's fine. You can take metallics above your crease. I'm going to dip in a tiny bit to that like khaki green and just soften the edges of the metallic. Okay, and then at the very front, I'm going in with my favourite shade from this palette, the one that made me want to use this palette more than any of the other palettes. Although, let me tell you, where's my brush? The Amethyst Obsession palette really tickles my pickle, so I will do a look with that as well. So I'm picking that up on a brush. Now, it does come quite chunky on the brush because it's a really textured shadow. I don't mind that. I'm going to put that all over the front of my eye. Do you see that colour? Do you see it? Yeah, and it can like kind of flake off and chunk, but it does attach to your eye where you need it to. I just think it's so beautiful. And I'm actually taking that above my crease just by patting it with that brush. Like that colour. And then just in between that really deep emerald green and that bright green, I'm taking this top corner shade here, which is just kind of in between the two, metallic as well. I'm just going to pop that on in between the two, just to help the blend even better. I'm taking this bottom, like brightest, kind of yellowy greeny gold, and I'm actually going to spritz my brush because I want it to be vibrant, and I'm going to throw that in the inner corner. It's an interesting shade for an inner corner, and then picking up that very first eyelid shade, a pinch on my finger, because I don't want it to look too like perfected. I want it to look a bit kind of worn in. I just think it's quite a nice look. And then just lastly, my outer corner, and taking that like matte green just to make sure that I'm matching the other side. I feel like it comes up a little bit higher. Perfect, so I'm going to go clean off my fallout, and then we'll move on to base really quickly. I don't want to spend too long on base because I have used the Huda Beauty stuff before, but we'll do it quickly on camera anyway, and then we'll move on to What? We won't be moving on to anything, we're just gonna finish my makeup. Okay. I'd like to apologise again for my beauty. I think it's my hair, I think it's because I've not brushed my hair. I've literally just... ignore that. Okay, so Huda Beauty foundation, gonna whap this on quickly. You know I like this. It's full coverage, it's long lasting, it is potentially cakey, it is potentially breaking me out, but I do love how it looks. Like if I had a special event coming up and I just needed to look really good for one night, I would reach for this because it's really good and it lasts really, really well. So let's just pop some of this on. This is shade Cashew. It's quite thick, very, very, very heavily scented. So if you don't like that, you're not gonna like this. I don't mind the scent. I mean, it's not like the nicest scent, but it's not awful. So yeah, super full coverage, pretty matte on me, but nice. Like I like it. It's really, really, really nice. And obviously I'm going to follow up with my Huda Beauty concealer. You know also that I like this concealer because I have used this in a bunch of other videos. This is shade Meringue. And I can kind of do it with lightening up this foundation actually. This concealer again is super full coverage, but I do find it very easy to blend. And it does cover things very well. It's like, I would say it's like an industrial strength concealer. It's for if you have really dark circles you want to cover up. Like I would imagine this would probably cover tattoos. It's really good. It's not my favourite concealer in the world. I definitely am now favouring slightly more hydrating concealers under my eyes, but like, you know me, I love cake face, so I don't mind like a thick feeling concealer. But yeah, it's really full coverage. I think the foundation concealer look really nice on my skin. And I do have a new product to me to try, which is the Huda Beauty baking powder. I know she caused a bit of a storm with this. This is in the shade Sugar Cookie, so I think it's the lightest one. And I've never tried this. If you've heard me in recent videos, I've wanted to try this quite a lot. Okay, so it comes with like a sieve top, and there is actually a specific brush that I also have, the Face Bake and Blend brush. I'm going to use my sponge. It's just how I prefer to apply my powder. So I'm just making sure I've got no creases under my eyes. Yeah, this is like a white, or I'm assuming a translucent, but they definitely picked this one for me for my skin tone, I feel. What I really like about this baking powder is there is heaps of different shades, regardless of if you think she stole the idea or not. I don't personally. I don't know, I always think the world would be better if we all didn't just jump into feeding the drama wagon, you know. And because this base is pretty matte, like on its own, I'm actually just gonna dip my brush into this powder and just kind of powder the rest of my face with it. I don't usually powder my face with loose powder, but this base is super matte anyway, so I don't feel like I need a lot of powder on my base. That's another good thing about this foundation, because it is matte, so it is just really long lasting. Oh, that feels really nice. I need more powder. Yeah, I feel like this base does not take a lot to set. I can be super, super, super picky with powder, like loose powders. Because I feel like they can kind of cake the concealer under my eyes or around my nose. But I think this looks so nice on the skin. It's so smoothing. Like, that's a really nice powder. That looks really nice on the skin. Like, really nice. Yeah, you're definitely going to see me use that a bunch more in videos. I'm going to just really quickly throw on my bronze, blush, contour, and we'll be back for highlight and lips and like lower lash line and lashes, because I'm just going to throw on products that I know and love and use all the time. So I'll be back for more like Huda Beauty products. 2 minutes. I'm actually going to highlight before blush like I usually do. So I'm taking the Winter Solstice And I'm going to take the shade Northern Lights down here, which is the gold shade. Ow, it's hitting me in the face. I think it'll be the prettiest one with this look. It's like a greeny gold, this one. I think it'll be fine. Oh yeah. Yeah, her highlight formula is really, really beautiful. I mean, look at that. That's kind of just as glowing as you would want any highlighter to be. Really. I actually got this particular highlight palette free in the Glossy Box advent calendar, so that's how I already had it. It's really, really pretty. It's just slightly green toned, which you may or may not like about it. I mean, it is very, very pretty, but yeah, slightly green toned in terms of its like reflect. I'll throw my blush on now. So going back to the palette, we're going to move on to the lower lash line. So I'm going to grab the pencil brush I used initially and that deep khaki green one there. And tap off the excess because I don't want to get too much fallout. And I'm just going to press this all the way along the lower lash line. I'd probably say this shade is the most disappointing in the palette because it's not, I don't know, it's like not super, super pigmented. But it's fine, it's just not like anything super special. I'm going to go in with that like, that one there, just to blend out the bottom. Just a bit. And then I think I'm going to take that pencil brush again and yeah, this shade in the middle, so this one here, that one, or no, I'm going to take this deep khaki green, this bottom middle one, which is really pretty. It's more of a shimmer than a kind of textured formula. I'm going to load it up on my brush and then spray it because I don't want any fallout. And I'm going to put that along my lower lash line. Because I like using lots of different colours if I get a new palette. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I am telling you, this could be one of my favourite eye looks I've ever done. Just because it's like, I'm not trying to make it like really perfect and it's not really technical or anything, but it's just so pretty. And then I have a heap of lashes to choose from. I'm going to pick these jade lashes because they're dramatic but not too dramatic, and some of the other ones are majorly dramatic. So I'm going to pop on these jade lashes and then we will move on to lips. These lashes are absolutely stunning. I love how fluttery they are. But they are so hard to apply. The lash band is so firm and I just try and like wiggle it and things, and I think after a few wears I'll probably get easier to apply them. But you can see I've like not applied them perfectly, but I've sat for ages with it. I think if you were wearing black eyeliner with them it'd be even better, but I mean look how fluttery and beautiful they are. They are stunning. Like I would wear these to some kind of special occasion. But yeah, Huda Beauty lashes are kind of notoriously harder to apply than other brands of lash. So yeah, if you're a novice, wouldn't really recommend them, but they are lovely. So we're gonna go for a nude lip because I want all the attention to be on the eyes. So this is the Huda Beauty Lip Contour shade Bombshell. So it's a lip liner called Lip Contour. And it's gonna be hard to impress me or make me want to spend this much money on a lip liner when Primark's ones are so bomb. So I'll try it out. Oh gosh, that is really creamy. And really pigmented. Okay, that has definitely surpassed my expectations. Like, the That is so nice. It's so pigmented and creamy and so easy to apply. By the way, my eyeliner, I found a green one, Sleek Misinformation, which is a metallic green. I just thought it would kind of go with this look. Anyway, that's a really nice lip liner formula. I really like it a lot. Like a lot. I did get sent pretty much every single like lip product, but there was no nudes in there that I really liked. So I've got these ones here. These are the ones I'm keeping. I'm literally putting about 24 in my drawer for my giveaway because I'm just not going to use them, and I'm not going to keep a bunch of lip products just to have them. So I think I'm veering towards Cheerleader because it's a deep brown, which is like a neutral. I really don't want to use a deep brown. I just want to use a light nude. So I think I'm actually just going to kind of cheat and throw on a nude lipstick that I know and love already. Yeah, this is a favourite Primark one. It is a matte formula. Problem is I have very dry lips right now. But I have tried the Huda like matte liquid lipsticks and I do like them. So I know that. I know I prefer that lip liner to the MAC ones that I've tried. So that's saying something. So this is the finished look. I just want to put on a bit of setting spray. Just for a bit of hydration because my base is super matte. Okay, let me attempt to do something with my hair and put on a jumper because I do need to go out, and then I'll be back and we'll round up our thoughts. Well, I brushed it. I didn't say it was gonna look good. So this, of course, is the finished look. I really wish I had a nude lip to put on with it, but I just don't, and I'm not gonna throw on like a red lip or something just to put it on because I would want it to really match the eye nicely, and that just wouldn't. So I want to go through the products that we use and just give you my opinions. This palette is stunning. It is so beautiful. I think these are £25 and you get 9 shades and a mirror in it. It's really sturdy packaging, it's good quality, it's not going to break. 9 shades, all beautiful. I would highly recommend this palette. In fact, I'll probably have linked my Sapphire one. This is my Sapphire palette, which has incredibly beautiful shades in it. And of course, I've got the other 3 now as well. So if you want to see a look using any of these 3, I'll show you the colours. And then let me know. Maybe I could just do like one look for each palette kind of thing. Because these are all stunning as well. Like, these are all beautiful. These mini obsessions are really worth the money. It'd be a great Christmas present for someone. Like, if you've got heaps of money and you put £25 things in a stocking, great stocking filler, or a main present, they're just beautiful. I am giving away my new Sapphire Obsessions because I've already got one, so there will be one of those coming in my giveaway, which will be soon. I really like the baking powder, so glad I finally have it and that I enjoy it, and I think it smoothed my pores. Like, I think my skin looks really good, and my makeup isn't settling like in my fine lines as much. Like, it just looks really nice. Really love these lashes. I think they are so beautiful and fluttery and spiky, and they're not too much, but they're enough, and I just love them. And I think I'll wear them again with black liquid liner because then you can hide it if you don't apply them perfectly. The lip liner, I have to say, really impressed me. It's just very creamy, very pigmented, easy to use. I just really like it. I would say a good dupe for these though is the Primark ones, the £1 ones. They're so good. And then I didn't use any of the liquid lipsticks, but I do want to do my next look. I want to do like a classic smoky eye and red lip, and I'm going to use this shade Bombshell, which is Heartbreaker, sorry, which is stunning. So yeah, I will use these products ongoing. I'm really happy with my makeup today. I'm not happy with my hair, but I never am. Yeah, let me know what you think of this eye look especially. I think it's so pretty with that metallic inner corner and like it going above the crease. I just think it's so interesting, and it was really quick and easy to do. Like, this would be a really nice Christmas party eye if you've got this kind of colour theme going on. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of it. I want to say a big thank you. I'm sure they will not have ever watched this or will watch this, but so many thank yous to Huda Beauty and the team for sending me products. Like, it's mind-blowing, genuinely mind-blowing to me that they sent me a big box of products, because you guys know I have bought every single Huda Beauty product I've got, and I happily spend £56 on a palette because I know they're good. So yeah, a massive thank you. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.